Soul Oracle. Welcome to my channel. I do pick card readings, Reiki videos, and channel messages. So if you like this video, this is the weekly message. Hit like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you like to keep up with new uploads. And I also have other social media platforms, IG Lunasoul_Oracle and TikTok Lunasoul_Oracle1. Understand this is a general message, so take what resonates and hits your heart center and leave the rest. And also, if you like to book any readings or distant Reiki sessions, I have a website, www.lunasouloracle.com. I will not DM you for services. I will not do any of those things. So if you see anyone trying to be me, asking you for services, understand it is not me. So if you're in this video, thank you for joining me. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining my channel. I appreciate you. And I have today our weekly message. So we're going to be using tarot for the main message and then oracle for any oracle messages of the week. So I hope you're doing well. Today is actually the new moon. It's Monday. It's a new moon today. Yes, it's a new moon. So this message is going to be a great week to start. And then also the ending of May into June. So it's summertime. Whoa. I don't know why I said whoa in summertime. So let's see what messages are for this week that's coming up right now. Ooh. Sorry if you hear background noises, if you hear a car or something. Probably not, but I hear it, so you might hear it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask for one more. Okay. Now I'm gonna do some oracle after. So the first card we have here is the Three of Cups. So this is talking about community. I think a lot of people are going to be connecting more with others. I think this is more of a signal that we're all emotionally going through similar things. So don't think you're alone. If some of you think you're alone, you're not. Literally, we're all going through something similar. So that's something that spirit wants to say, like, you know. And also just talking about manifestation specific. I'm getting a specific message right now. They're saying what we're feeling, we're attracting as a collective. So be mindful what you're feeling. If you're in fear and other people are in fear, we're going to attract fear. They're pointing out the three is manifesting. So we have to be careful as a collective to not focus on fear or anger, more or less transmute that and try to see the lesson, try to see how we can turn things around. And I'm hearing specific message. We have to band together. So maybe friends, family, start in your communities. I know there's so many things in a bigger scale that we want to change, but start first. I'm hearing specifically in your community. If there's any way that you can do some type of work or advocacy or activism in your community is important. Banding together small knit communities. Start with your own community first and then expand. I think this is the start of a movement. I'm hearing a lot of people are starting to connect with each other. I'm hearing another specific messages. I don't know if this is just, like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if there's going to be some form of organization or a set of group of people that's going to stop us collectively from forming these groups. I don't know why, but I get this feeling. So be mindful of other people who are very objective to connections, tries to divide people. But I'm here, we're going to start banding together, and this is going to create a movement. So start small. If you are going through some things or you see your community going through some things, do things to uplift that community. That also means speaking your mind, spreading information, also just learning about your community. That's also really helpful. I'm hearing it starts with information and knowledge, and then it expands from there. And little by little, also spreading information that is resonating, that's true. Be careful of the information you're hearing at a larger scale, just because it may be skewed or put in a way that once again creates fear and anger. This is very specific. So this is what my guides are telling me to tell all of you. So once again, this sense of community is happening. Very much so. So we are going to start working together. So this means you're finding people that align with you. You're talking more to people that align with your energy and that give you the same energy exchange. This is also being careful of the people around you who are not giving you the similar energy exchange or connection that you would like to have. So this is kind of like you being more aware of who's around you and how they affect you, and just also just connecting with people on a simple connection rather than thinking of expectations. I don't know if some of you have expectations, high expectations, or expectations that are not reachable in not transactions, but in connections. So maybe lower your expectations. Right now, we're all going through something collectively, okay? So this is where compassion and love for each other happens. We have to be there for each other. We have to hold space for each other. Now, again, you don't have to hold space if you're not willing to, but hold space for yourself. If you can't do for others, hold space for yourself so you can grow. But I'm hearing community is super important. We're all collectively going through the same thing emotionally. Yes, this is what I'm hearing. So you may hear more information of people connecting, people spreading awareness, creating groups. I'm hearing creating like in-person events. You might see this more in the summer. I'm hearing that specifically. You might see more events where people are connecting and coming physically together. So there's definitely going to be some form of celebrating advocacy, activism of some kind, but it's because people are aligning with each other emotionally, and there's common cause, and that's to better their communities and then overall in a larger scale. That's what I'm getting. The next card we have here is the Chariot. So once again, this is going to be accelerated. What we're experiencing, I'm sorry if you hear some noises from outside. I'm in a building. I apologize. But I feel like it's going to accelerate. So what we're going through together as a collective is accelerating. So once again, when it accelerates, we might see more things. Things might be pushed more to the surface in our faces. And it's going to be a form of balancing. I see the two sphinx on the bottom, this black and white. It's a balancing. We're balancing the scales right now, and we're accelerating to that balance. So we have to push forward in order for us to create that balance. So you may see more information, more events, more things coming out. Some of it not the best, some of it great. But once again, connect with your community is very important. This may even be family units, friend units, or just create in your physical community. But I think this is what we're experiencing. If you're not, community could also be your job. It could also be your home, whatever it is. It could also even just be you connecting with your friends emotionally, or you're seeing other people are connecting with you emotionally. So we're all going through an emotional connection, transformation, elevation together, and it's fast. It's gonna be quick. The next card we have here is the Hangman. Now, for some of you, once again, the acceleration of the motion is going to be quick, but also some of you may feel stuck because it's so much at once. You may feel a little lost, but I'm hearing from Spirit that the reason there's accelerating, and also this heart is being, not heart, I'm sorry. This red plus is like what's it called? The first 8 sign, the little red cross. I think this is healing. It's trying to balance things out, but for some of us, we are not seeing things correctly. We're not seeing, not correctly because there's no right or wrong, but we're not seeing things the way we're supposed to. So what's going to happen with this acceleration? Things are going to be turned upside down. It feels as if we're turning upside down, but no, there's illumination in that. So we might receive more information this June. We might hear more things that are a little bit intense, but it's going to open our awareness up. Once again, when we're upside down, we will see things more clearly. We will see it from a different perspective. So once again, I'm hearing this emotionally. A lot of us going to feel kind of an elevation. Is it negative? No, it could be many different experiences, positive and negative. Once again, it's balancing out. So whatever you need to balance out in your life is going to be amplified with the Chariot card, but it's amplified because it's pushing towards some balance or some form of healing that you need to do, whether that's within yourself, but I also feel like this is happening collectively. And because of this elevation, this push, this acceleration, I do see that some of us may feel lost, but we're not really lost. We're just being shown a different perspective or a different viewpoint to get an understanding, epiphany, some form of knowledge from this acceleration. So understand there is messages, there is some form of learning that we're doing through this process, and this is going to help us obtain emotional fulfillment. That's our next card. So things have to be turned upside down in order for us to see and be illuminated. And when we do, we realize what can truly make us happy, what can truly bring us emotional fulfillment, not only within ourselves, in our homes, but overall with the collective. So this is what I'm hearing for a lot of us. So some of you may have to have your world turn upside down, like the Hangman here, in order to finally see a perspective that can truly bring you some form of happiness. Now, this is whatever aspect of your life that you need balancing in, emotional balance. But remember, this is a 3 of Cups, so it's rejoicing as well. So you're not the only one going through this. This is a community. This is collective. A lot of people are going through different things, but similar ways. And like I said, with this 10 of Cups, it's going to bring some illumination of how to truly cultivate happiness in your life, whatever that may be, whatever aspect of your life. Like I said, this is a general reading, so it pertains to different aspects from person to person. The last card we have for tarot is the 8 of Wands. And once again, with the 8 of Wands, this is accelerating. So whatever manifestation some of you have been putting out, I'm hearing specifically, it's going to come very soon. It's going to be accelerated. For some reason, they're telling me it's going to be in the summertime. So a portion of you are going, because once again, these pictures are depicting summer. There's definitely going to be like literally all these sprouts. A lot of you have been manifesting multiple things, and it's going to be coming very soon. But just be aware that things will be turned upside down in order for you to see a perspective, a lesson, understand something in order to bring this forward. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling this week for a lot of us. Now we're going to get some oracle messages. That was very specific. So we may experience some of this Hangman energy with news, maybe even old emotions arising in your life, maybe even situations that trigger something that make you feel stuck, but you're not stuck. It's divine to the point where they want you to see from a different perspective, and you may feel like things are upside down, but it's not. It's literally showing you a clearer path, a different perspective. So some of you need to find a different perspective from where you're viewing things, because whatever perspective you're viewing, it's not gonna bring you happiness. You need to shift it. So that's what's happening. A lot of shifting, a lot of balancing. It's gonna be accelerated. I see also, like, we have here 10, it's the completion. So completing an old cycle to bring a new one in. A lot of beautiful things. So we're going to ask Spirit to bring us some oracle messages for this week. Yes, oh my God, these cards are crazy. Yep. They're literally beautiful. Okay, so the first card is the initiation. This is talking about the Hangman. Whatever is you're being initiated. It's like meeting this climax. A lot of you have done so much work, so much healing. There's this last thing, this last initiation. We're all going through this initiation to really open our awareness up and step into a much happier space, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever it is. But there's an initiation happening right now collectively. And that's why we're going through it. That's why things feel accelerated, things are intense, things are one after another, because there's an acceleration to a point, an initiation. It says here that initiation is a rite of passage, crossing the threshold, literally crossing the threshold. A lot of us are crossing the threshold. Stand strong. I'm hearing for some of you have to stand strong. Focus on routines that have been helping you through this moment. This is where routine is your best friend. Doing things, knowing what makes you comfortable, at peace, cleansing, a lot of rejuvenation, Rely on that through this moment. It's going to carry you. And also this little thunder strike lightning is literally talking about like crossing through this threshold, this storm that we've been going through. So you see this storm and this different environment, and then through this threshold you see beauty, water, the clear sky. So this is what we're going through collectively. This is not just one, this is a lot of us. So we're literally passing through difficult times, so much more higher, elevated, brighter times. A lot of you may be getting epiphanies this week. A lot of you may be closing doors. I'm hearing this summer, this June, this week, but it's a building up. And part of the initiation is the mirror, looking at yourself, looking at what you need to change, what you need to let go, what's triggering you. So once again, this hangman moment, some of you are going to be triggered, but the trigger is supposed to show you something about yourself that you need to be illuminated, how to make yourself happy. So you may be facing situations. For some reason, I hear some of you, it's hard for you to look at yourself in the mirror. Do it this week. If some of you have a difficult time looking at yourself, start looking at yourself more in the mirror and start speaking to yourself. I'm hearing that specifically. Start speaking to yourself more. It says here, who or what is triggering you? So there's a reason why things are being triggered, is to allow you to see things differently from a different perspective. The perspective you're seeing things is not necessarily serving you, or it's not helping you see things clearly. So you need to change things around. And that means maybe sit with yourself, meditate, do things to clear your mind, whatever that may be for you, to allow you to see what you need to understand and also hear. The last card we have for the oracle is Anna, grandmother of Jesus. It's a very pretty card. It says here, seeing the light, laying foundations, divine plans. So this is all divine. I'm hearing this is divine. This is for us. This is being shown. Things are happening to help us grow, but also it's laying the foundation of fulfillment. What we're doing now, the healing, the epiphanies, whatever we're doing now is literally the foundation of creating a better change, a better world, a better life. So this is definitely what we're doing. We're starting to see more light in what we do and being more conscious of how we're doing things. So this is something that's going to be happening a lot more. So just once again, this week, some of you may be feeling the illumination, feeling good, feeling like good things are going to change around. You're finally acknowledging what you need to see differently and closing doors. And some of you may be experiencing some intense emotions, but it's because Spirit wants you to see things from a different perspective in order to finally clear the path for yourself and step more into emotional fulfillment. So things are going to be accelerated. This may be even time. I'm hearing specifically time may be accelerated for a lot of us. Maybe the week is going to go by fast. June, this summer may go by fast. I don't know why I keep referencing summer, but I feel like it's going to go by super fast. So this is where we have to be more conscious of what we do and how we approach every day. I'm hearing that specifically, routine. How do you approach every day? Even if you're having shitty days, how are you going to approach that? How do you get through that? How do you allow yourself to validate your emotions, but also at the same time pick yourself up? What should you be doing? So this is what I'm hearing. Every day make a difference, whether it's within yourself, your community, so on and so forth. So I think it starts individually with yourself and then expands. So I hope these messages resonate with you. This is a very big information message. So like I said, comment down below. Let me know if it resonates with you, if you got any messages from this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.